Alright, welcome back to each episode of City Skylines. So I went ahead and kind of completed this off a little bit. I want to put some more stuff along here, but I went and put a gas station as well as a Starbucks that I had as well. We might end up doing the Taco Bell or just whatever else along here. Might just rezone it as well. But this is the apartments I was thinking of putting. As a row back here, just a street of apartments back here, which I think would look alright. We definitely need to get this road figured out here very shortly. As you can see, like it's pretty rough. Like it's all the people who are getting over to this road, because this road is actually getting a little rough as well. So we'll be figuring all that out here very shortly. But you know, downtown, that's where like a majority. This is where all the jobs are basically. So I'd like to get some offices put over here as well. And some manufacturing like in this loop over here would be good as well. So we'll be working on that, but it's all a work in progress right now. It all takes time. You know, we can only do so much at one time, so that's what we're working on. Okay, so I was looking at like how to do this because I want to run an alley road. You know, the small 2-lane road through here. I was thinking of just running an alley road back here and just having a row of apartments, which is really what I want. I don't want it to be too close to this here. What do we do here? Do we come off of this road or do we attach to this here? So I'm thinking of attaching and just running like right across and then doing like a little loop at the end, which I think might look better. So let's actually, let's see what that'll look like. It's not going to look good. It's not going to look pretty. I'm going to say that right now. It's not going to look pretty. It's going to look very to the point and just doing its job, but that's kind of what I want. So that is what we're gonna do. Okay, and then we'll do a fairly sharp delete that please, S-curve to line it up with this road here, which will look alright. And then we'll run these apartments along here, and then we'll figure out, should we do both sides or just one side? Ooh, is that gonna be too close? Let's actually turn this off, unless we want to combine them, make them look like they're one. Or if we want to split them off, let's see what they look like if they're combined into one like that. Does that look pretty good? The roof doesn't like the first person at all. Actually, I like that. Let's do that. So we will go one square over, one square over, one square over, and they all have their own parking too, so we'll come to there and then we'll do the loop at the end. So I'm thinking, yeah, maybe do it on both sides. I think these things hold like 20 people per thing, so it's gonna be, maybe we'll do a pool and like maybe we'll do like 3 or 4 here at the beginning, and then the rest will be like the pool as well as a playground. That actually work out pretty well if we do with caps lock on there, which is great. And okay, that's what I want. What do we got here? Or was it these? It was these here. And these also got their own parking as well. So we do kind of a pool in the middle, and then we go into our, maybe we do a dog park. We haven't really done a dog park. Yeah, I think a dog park would look good. Maybe a small playground too, I guess. So that's a large playground. Well, I guess we could do like a large playground, like maybe over off of this road, but we know that road's going to be widened out. We could do a small playground. Maybe like that. And then, so this is a fairly nice area to live, I will say that. And then we will cut those back there, right? And then we'll grab this and we will do a angle like that and an angle like that. So it's gonna be a fairly good loop. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be a little bit of a like a cul-de-sac type of apartment complex, which is should be pretty nice. Should we kind of let that naturally do what it's doing? Something like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So if we do that and we grab this and make sure it's all going the right way, it looks a little weird, but it's not too off, so it's not too bad. I'm really thinking, as I put this over here, I'm thinking we maybe should put something over here. I almost wonder if this guy needs to run out of here. Maybe not just in, but I'm just afraid that road is already getting hammered with traffic. But there's only one way in and out, and that's going to be even more of a problem. So what do we do? We could connect this guy. This apartment needs to go, because that was just my reference there. We need to widen up this road quite far. That's going to be a lot of houses destroyed. At least, on that side. I was going to say, at least not very much on this stretch, but yeah, we have houses on that side. I was thinking of maybe connecting this up to here, but again, I don't really want... Well, that actually would work. Yeah, let's go and do that. So it kind of offsets it, so hopefully they won't use this as a through road. That's my hope, anyways. Whether that'll actually happen or not, we'll find out. Alright, so if we do... I'm sorry, guys. We gotta do this. And we're gonna have to go back and do the line work as well, the lane work. You know what? Let's just... We're already doing it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Actually, didn't realize how far this was gonna go, but... Okay. So we'll add another lane. Let's make sure that everything is... zoned correctly through here, which is good. And I don't know why it just takes out one square when you do that. It's kind of odd, but oh well. And through here as well. And okay, that's good. That's good. So I'm thinking, I really am thinking of making that 2 lanes, but let's let it be. Let's let it be for a little bit. Let's add a traffic light there. Let's add there's a gas station there, but we really don't need... Yeah, we could get away with that just to help things out. And let's go to change lane arrows. No, this one. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so that'll go there. I'm really thinking about it. I really am. What do we do? No, I'm not going to right now. I think I'm gonna let it be, let it see how things go, and then we'll go from there. Because I don't want to, it looks good with it being only the 2-lane road. I kind of want to do that as well, though, just to keep people from parking up on the side of the road, which they probably are going to do, which is going to get quite frustrating. Okay, so let's at least do these so no one's riding down the middle lane too much more than they have to. Is there another point in here? Right here, perfect. And we'll do that. And, is there another point in here? So we'll do that. And that. How far is that? Yeah, we'll let that be on its own for now because we're not ready for that yet. And that's got a traffic light there. This should have a traffic light, right? Yeah, I want a traffic light there. We didn't work on this intersection. I think we're gonna start by trying to do stop signs. We're gonna do a traffic light over there, but we're gonna try to do stop signs over here. Not speed limits. Well, let's see. Let's hope. Let's wait and see how this is gonna go. I don't know. We may want to. Even though the crossroad doesn't necessarily need it that bad. It doesn't have like that much traffic. If there's a lot of cross traffic and they can't go that much, that's usually when they start doing that and putting traffic lights and whatnot. Okay, so I think I got everything there, hopefully, and I'll go back and do the rest of the road through here, but let's see, do you have water? You do. Nice. Alright. So we just built something huge in this area, so we'll see how the people react, how the traffic does, because it'll be interesting, needless to say, and the traffic right now is an autosave in there as well. I'm sorry, you're on the road, you gotta go. I gotta push this guy back if we can. Yeah, it's starting to lag a little bit. Everybody's trying to, all these cars are freaking out trying to figure out where to go. And they're all driving down the middle lane, like seriously. You gotta love this game sometimes. It's not always the game though, it could be the traffic manager mod as well. Let's just do a couple of these for now. And they should be able to figure their life out, hopefully. Hopefully. I know there was talks of them making these center lane roads with bike lanes on them, so that'd be really cool. I know I read that a couple days ago. But there's been a couple projects on there where they said they're like 90% done, and it's, you know, they're still not released. I mean, I'm not holding against them. I don't even know where to begin with making something like this, but it's just, you know, this stuff takes time, so. And it's like when you're also, and I understand, because when you're trying to do like a job, you know, like a full-time job, or maybe even a part-time job on top of it, or any like freelance stuff, I could imagine it being pretty difficult, that's for sure. For sure, that's for sure. I say that all the time. I don't know why. Put more businesses or homes along here, but maybe not right now. Yeah, let's put a stop sign here, just because help traffic out a little bit. Everybody's trying to figure their life out right now. I just changed a huge stretch of road for them, and they just don't know what the heck they're doing right now. The double left thing was definitely a good idea here. I'm thinking maybe we should do a double right here. Why is that a left turn? That's weird. Alright. Yeah, look at the amount of traffic that's going across that bridge. I mean, that shows that that was needed, and that's going to help remove from other roads, but at the same time, it's causing a problem. Oh yeah, I did add this concrete road back here that also comes into here, so if there was like a loading dock right here, yeah, it could look good, you know, it fit. It looked good, so. Let's see. Traffic is doing alright, though. People are rebuilding. These guys, I wonder if they're moving in yet. These guys are getting a little cramped. Oh well. I'm thinking maybe a double right here would make sense. Because there's not a lot of cars going straight, but there is sure a lot going left or right. So let's do the lane connector. Let's make that guy no longer go straight. That guy will go straight and turn into there. So we'll have a double right. Oh, why there's a left arrow? That's really strange. So we'll get a double right going. So for everybody who needs to make a right and also get in the other lane, they can. And like I said, there's not a huge amount of cars going straight anyways. It's pretty slow go through here. Pretty slow go, mainly because of this traffic light. Maybe we need to work on timing of it a little bit. This traffic light as well. What are they getting caught up on here? I don't know. What are you guys... You guys just waiting on each other, or what was that about? That was strange. That car just did like a 360 then disappeared, jeez. That building's... Ah, look at how the offices have built up. They were just those little square, you know, kind of, like these over here. And now they've actually diversified and actually turned into some cool apartments. Or, I keep calling them apartments, cool, offices, which is nice, which is what I was hoping for. By adding some of this extra stuff, like the convention center and whatnot. Are they using the double rights yet? I've seen a couple cars. Yes, they are. Look at that. Nice. There's a traffic light there. Alright. How is traffic doing on this road now? It's doing a lot better. Look at that. So much better. If we go into here, yeah, it's like green now. This road's suffering a little bit. But it goes across as well. Something I realized is that this also intersects with another road that comes across the freeway as well, which is, that could go good or bad. I'm kind of worried about that. But this needs a light. I hate to say it, and it's probably going to cause a little bit of chaos, and a little bit of backup, but that needs a light there. There's just too much traffic coming through there for there not to be a light. What are these guys? They're all coming from there. Okay, so that... I don't think I'm going to really add a center turn lane to that road. As nice as it might be, I don't think I'm going to. Alright. So now it's just kind of cleanup, and the game is really lagging right now. I can tell it's definitely... I added a lot to it, and it's trying to figure itself out right now. It's just going complete craziness. It's like... You added so many more people, so many more buildings. Our population is now 62,000, which is just mind-blowing. These guys should be pretty well happy. They're pretty well settled with trash now, thanks to this. We'll do some manufacturing, so that'll make this area even more desirable. So, and we're in the middle of a thunderstorm. Look at that. That's nice. So, I like how this is looking. I really do like how this is looking. So I think the next major hurdle is going to be doing the rest of this freeway and building a basic airport. And then as the city grows and the airport needs to grow, it'll grow with it. So this area is growing pretty nicely over here as well. I think that's actually, yeah, that's high density commercial. Look at that. That built up quite nice. It's great to see. What is that? Star Trust, huh? So it's like a bank, I'm guessing. Interesting. Traffic on the freeway is doing good. I'm curious how traffic out here is gonna do. But it's still a lot of shopping out here, so I'm guessing that it's still gonna be fairly heavily traveled. But for temporarily, I think some of this is gonna take the relief off of that. There's a lot of housing over here, which I like how it looked. It fits. You know, I was like, you know, we could just make this whole area shopping, but it's like, I kind of want to fit some housing in here too, because I really like the idea of putting an apartment complex. So, like I said, you know, it doesn't look the best. You know, it's not the most creative. It's not the best, but for what space we have and how we did it, I think it looks pretty good. I just want to figure out these areas, these little open areas, as well as along here. We could do just zone some commercial and see what happens, which actually might not be the worst idea. Could you just use the square tool instead of the paint tool, but oh well. Traffic seems to be doing alright though. It really does. It seems to be alright in this area. Yeah, there's a lot of people parking along those roads, which is kind of not what I want. Oh well. These guys, I'm guessing, are still doing well. So I think after this point, it's actually going to turn... We could almost just change that a 2-lane narrow road, and then after this point, just turn it into a single-lane road, a single 2-lane road. What am I trying to say? A two-way road. There we go. Or even the 3-lane road with the center turn lane. I don't know. There's actually a lot of traffic coming down through there now. I wonder if there's actually... Is there quite a few people using this now? I would imagine so. We've built 2 apartment complexes off of this kind of area. Where are you all going? Oh yeah, I just added to the mess over there, didn't I? Great, great. No, it's actually doing pretty good now. Now we got a double right, and rush hour's over too, so that helps. But we got double right. We got some stuff. We got some stuff building over here behind the campus, which is good. We still need to work on our education. Elementary school is doing better. It's not perfect. High school will probably need to build another campus, and that's doing just great. So, what are you complaining about? The garbage. Okay. I'm sure we'll get that figured out shortly. Alright. Well, let's maybe start building this out a little bit. Maybe. What I was almost thinking of doing here was actually just running another road kind of along the edge of this road. I don't know. I think it would look unique. Because I don't really want to intersect with this road too much more. But I really don't want to create a traffic mess either. And that's what I'm most concerned about. Well, let's build up to the railroad tracks a little bit more. Let's at least get the grid laid out for them. So, let's see, we've been going, I think, to about there. So, let's do that. How far? So, we can go to there. And that's going to intersect with the track. Okay, let's just kind of stick to there for now. So when I said I wanted to build out this area, I mean I wanted to build out this area. I'm actually curious how many people are on this side of town now. We're going to have to look. Because I think those buildings had like 20 each, so those probably would have added like 200 people right there. I don't even know how many buildings we put down. But I'm guessing at least 10. I'm glad we finally did something with that space. I've been looking at this space for a while going, what do we do over here? What can we get away with? So, you know, it's not ideal, it's not exactly what I had in mind, but you know, that's the good thing about it. I had a little fun with it. We had some good ideas, and I think it actually turned out and looked pretty good. So I'm thinking I'll put some concrete back here, so this could be like a little loading area or a little waiting area for trucks. And that's probably going to do good. We might put a fence along the backside here to separate the you know, shops from the actual apartments over here. Aside from that, I think that's pretty well done. We still need to put something around the elementary school that we built over there. I'm not exactly sure how this road's gonna go yet. I'm thinking of building another road that comes along the side here, along the rail here. Right now, we are getting pretty close into territory of the places that freeway is going to impact. Like I said, it's not something I want to do, but I feel like it can create a little bit more of a genuine look, and that's kind of what I want to go for. Another thing I want to do is get these roads ready for, get them prepared to be, create interchanges, because that's, like this one here. What I was thinking here, actually, when I was looking at this earlier, now I'm looking at it again, is actually bridging up and over, and then we can bridge, and then we can continue that bridge up and over the freeway, so we can actually run the freeway along this rail line here for at least that duration. The next one's going to be that road. So, yeah, I guess we can come up and over that road. Maybe come down just a little bit to make it easier for doing interchanges. Yeah, we could do that. I was almost thinking of like having it curve in and then actually this becoming the frontage road. But we haven't really done too much with the frontage roads in this game, which is something I was kind of going for, because I usually always do frontage roads in this game, and I was like, you know, let's just do it differently. Let's mix it up a little bit. Got a lot to go. We got a lot to go. We got a lot to do and a lot to think about for sure out here. There we go, saying for sure again. Alright. So we'll extend the water out, so we got more housing that can come in here. We haven't finished filling in the last squares and we're already adding more. You know, that's progress right there, right? And one more pipe. There we go. Okay. So, I mean, just look how big this city is becoming now. It is sprawling out. It is definitely going to be time for some new... Oh yeah, we did this interchange over here a little bit. It's still not perfect, but it's way better than what I had before, and I think I'm going to leave it alone for now. I want to put some, you know, walls of stuff along this road at some point. And I also want to rebuild this interchange at some point as well, which definitely needs to be done. Alright. That's looking good. That's all looking good. I like how this is all turning out. I really do. I think it's looking good. We've made a few mistakes. We've had a few problems along the way, but for the most part, it's working out. Don't we have this district over here? I was looking for the little tag. Oh, we don't have all of this district. Okay. Well, we've got an important decision to make. Do we want to continue this as one district or neighborhood, or do we want to break it off into a new one? And I think the thing I want to do is break it off into a new one. So let's actually do that real quick. I think that's pretty good for that district. And then we can kind of see how many people we have out over here as well. We'll come back and clean those up here in a minute. But let's do another little neighborhood out over here. Like so. And then we can put some policies over here as well. Alright, let's go along that road. So it'll make our lives a little bit easier. Doesn't look perfect, but you're not going to be seeing it all that often. Unless I mess it up. Make it even worse. I think it's going to end up going beyond this area, but I'm just going to encompassing this area right now. I don't think we're going to get any detailed statistic. Man, I cannot talk right now. Yeah, we have got quite a few people living in this little neighborhood over here. That's cool. That's always cool. Alright, so I think we will eventually, I think when we reach about 100,000 is when we'll start working on the high-rise section over there of housing. And I think that's looking pretty good. We got that road that's just cutting right through the middle of the city, which actually works. I'm curious to see how this is going to do on our route, but the ones we did make hopefully will make a difference. I have a feeling that this traffic light, though, is going to cause some problems. I'm hoping not, but I have a feeling it will. Yeah. I don't really want to expand that road beyond that narrow 2 lanes, because then I'll have to check out these guys and these guys as well. We're kind of space constrained right there, so I need to be careful about that. This side's the stoplight, okay. This side is the, or that side's the stop sign, this side's the stoplight. That's what I was trying to say. These roads are doing pretty good. These roads I think are doing good mainly because there's not a whole lot of intersections, so that helps. Okay, why are you so backed up? Is that a traffic light there? That is a traffic light there. Why aren't you going then? Is it messed up? What's going on there? Is that like time traffic light or something that's messed up? It's not a time traffic light. Let's just try turning that off and on and see what happens. I don't see why they would be. Why are they just stuck there? There's a car in front or what? Let's try to move that vehicle. It's just like they can't. There they go. Just one vehicle just stuck for some reason. I don't understand. Just causing everybody to back up there. Kind of annoying. I like how this interchange looked out. Like I said, I can't talk right now. Turned out. This one turned out pretty well as well. Next to the hospital there. This area turned out pretty good. I'm overall pretty happy with how everything came out and is looking so far in the city. I think the next neighborhood I want to kind of build will be this one after we kind of get the highway going through here. Which I still haven't figured out exactly how we're gonna line everything up, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. This one I think will just end up ending into the harbor over there, the cruise ship harbor over there. And this road will eventually widen out probably, but right now it's not a big deal. So I think we did pretty well in this episode. So as always, guys, if you like the series, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and check out all the other videos I do on this channel. And as always, thanks for watching.